Here I'll tell you how to test the objective as well as subjective through Microsoft Forms. You need to open your Office 365 from your account. When you click that, you can simply click on Forms. It's written here, you can click on the Forms. Then after clicking the Forms, you'll be able to see this kind of a screen. Here, if it is a test where you are giving a marks, then you need to click on New Quiz. When you open New Quiz, it will show you this kind of a screen. In this, you have to give the title, whatever title you want to give to your form. Then click on Add New. When you click on Add New, it will show you something like this. If you wanted to give the objective paper, you can say choice. If you wanted them to write something as if they have to type something, then you have to select text. Rating and date is not required in our forms when the students are giving the exam. If you want that the student should write on a piece of paper and then upload it, that you can do it with the help of this arrow. What you need to do, just click here on this arrow. When you click, it will show you this kind of a drop down menu. In this drop down menu, you will see this file upload. When you click on this file upload, it will show you this window. Now here, you have to click on OK. When you click on OK, it will show you something like this. Here, you have to enter the question, whatever question you wanted to type. If you wanted to give them the image, you can enter the image also from here. Now, if you see here, this is not highlighted, this upload file. Why? Because we have to write the number of files, whatever the child is going to upload. According to the question, if it is 1 mark, 1 page answer, you have to select only one. If you think that the question needs students to write more and it will come in 2 pages or 3 pages, then you have to select the number from here, right? Then single file size 10 MB is sufficient. But if you think it is more, you can give more from this drop down menu. But according to me, 10 MB is sufficient for each image, whatever the student is going to upload. Then the next option is points. Points means how much mark this particular question is having. Like if it is a question of 2 marks, then you have to write here 2. If it is of 1 mark, you will write 1 mark. If it is of 4 marks, you will write here 4. And then if you see here, there's an option as required. Right now, I have made this required as off. Now, what does this required means? Required means that the child should do this question first, and then only this child will be able to move to the next question. But this is entirely on to the teacher, whether she wanted to give liberty to the student to see the whole paper first, or do one question, then move to the second one, then to the third one. It is entirely on to the teacher. But yes, we prefer to give them this liberty that if the child doesn't know this question, or if he or she is having problem in uploading this particular question, they can move to the next question and do it. They should not be stuck in this question. So that is why the required button is off. The next thing here is about the settings. Now when we click on this settings, if you see here, the setting comes from these 3 ellipses. When we click it, the drop down menu will open. In this, if you can see, show result automatically, I have switched it off. Reason, I don't want to show the students whatever score they are getting at that moment. Why? Because the subjective paper has to be checked by the teacher first, and secondly, after submitting, if they are getting the, like there are 40 students in the class and 10 does it fast, so they have all the right answers, so they can share it with their friends. So to avoid that thing, we need to switch it off. Only when the teacher is going to post the result, then only they will be able to do the check their result, how much marks they got or where they went wrong. All those things will come then. Then the next option which I have done here, only people in my organization can respond. Again, this is important. Then record the name. What is the name the child has entered from, whether that person is authentic or he has opened from somewhere else with his brother or sister's name, then also there's a problem. So he should enter from his own ID. That is why we are recording the name. And then it is easier for us also to give the marks because we have the complete list of the class, and then we can just simply see who all has given what. That is why this record name is important. Then is one response per person. One response means after he submitted, he cannot do it for the second time. That is why it is only one response per person. Otherwise, he or she would be able to do the corrections again and again. To avoid cheating, to reduce that, we have to take this as one response per person. This is going to be done in that particular time only, so that he is not able to look here and there or search somewhere and then do it. To minimize that, it should be only one response per person. If he once submit his form, he won't be allowed to open it again. Then you have accept responses. Yes, whatever responses they are giving, we need to accept that. Then is your start date. Start date means what date it is going to open and what time. Like suppose if you wanted to update or you wanted this form to open on 18th of August, so you have to write there 18th August, and time, suppose it is 8:30, so you have to select the time as 8:30. Again, the end time, if this paper is of 1 hour, that means on 18th August at 9:30 it should end. So that is your end time or end date. Then you can use your customized thank you message, whatever message you want to give it to the students. At the end of after they submit, they can just see the message whatever you have given here. Now after doing all this, there's another thing which is very important, how to share this. If you see here, this first link is for the students. You will copy this and you can send it in the WhatsApp, you can send it through Teams, you can send it anywhere. The child will be able to open this link on the specified date and time, and then he or she will be able to do it. That means they can enter the records or whatever the questions are there, they can actually perform their test there. Now, if you see here, share as a template, get a link to duplicate. Now, why this duplicate link? Suppose one teacher has made this paper as a form and she's taking two sections of that particular class. Like if it is a class 8 paper and there are 6 sections and there are 3 teachers teaching. So what we need to do here is that teacher will make it duplicate, and when she is duplicating, she can rename these forms into 6 different forms according to their sections, like 8th A, 8th B, 8th C. Likewise, 6 times she is going to duplicate this, and then whatever link will be opened for that particular class, she will be copying this for the students and then she can post it. So the result will come or the form will come according to their class and section. Now after they finish doing this, there is a last option which needs to be collaborate. Now if that class is suppose 8th A, now 8th A, the subject teacher needs to check it. Now what she is going to do is she is going to collaborate this. Now both these teachers, the teacher as a class teacher can also see that who has made a duplicate one, and the subject teacher can also see the results in the collaborate. She can check the responses of the students, give the marks, give the feedback and everything. Now how to do that also? I hope this is very clear to everyone, the difference between these three share options. After the sharing, there is a response. Now, if you click on the response, you will get this kind of a screen, like this is already done. What you need to do here is, if you say review answers, then you will be able to see the child name and his paper, whatever he has done. According to that, you can check out and you can post the scores whenever you want. Or you can open it in Excel. This Excel file will be downloaded and then you can keep it with you for the future records. I'll just show you this. As a student's view, it will be opened like this. The students can just click here, or wherever there is a subjective question, they will read the question, write it down in the piece of paper, click the picture, and they can upload that. It can be through the mobile, through the computer, whatever way they wanted. I hope I'm clear. If there is still any doubt, I'm